Good morning, travelers, pre-med students, and undergraduates. Welcome to Doctor's Inn. This is where medical experiences are shared, study strategies are examined, and life lessons with a sprinkle of advice and habits are served. Questions. I imagine you like to work with your hands, considering, it's one of the criteria for surgery, any type of surgery. Are there any traits to a neurosurgeon, would you say, that stand out to you? Kind of like, were you well equipped with enhanced dexterity and precision ever since you were little, or was this like something that you had to work on and was a gradual learning curve?
I think that's a great question. And I almost comedically get that question pretty often, that everyone has this notoriety that as neurosurgeons, we're great with our hands and all this. And while it is true that you do need a certain aptitude to be a surgeon, and not just a neurosurgeon, but any interventionalist in general, you need to be pretty dexterous. You can definitely train your hands. And I think that's a big misconception that someone says, oh, I have a little bit of a resting tremor. Well, let me let you guys in on a little secret. We all have resting tremors. It's just physiological. But I think more than just your innate abilities is your dedication and your ability to work hard and just repetitions. I've always been someone who's been very dexterous. I've enjoyed using my hands, building things, etc. Father's actually a surgeon, and since then, I've really used it as motivation to want to use my hands and to build things and to make a difference, whether it's taking out a tumor or fixing someone's spine. I've just always wanted to use my hands. And that's because I've always been very concrete sequential, in that if there's a problem, I'm very simple-minded, and I like to go in, find the solution, and fix it. And that's just how we are as surgeons. We're very simple-minded people, and that we go in for a specific objective and we fix it, and we're not done until the problem's solved. And that really lends well to kind of my personality and just how I attack life in general. But in terms of kind of personalities and traits of being a neurosurgeon, I think work ethic is everything. While it helps to have some innate aptitude in terms of intelligence and physical abilities, I think that work ethic will trump all of that. That I would take someone who is willing to work hard and put in the time over someone with innate abilities any day of the week.
It's interesting you say that. Most simple-minded human beings are doing one of the most complex surgical procedures, which is really interesting.
No, it's a great point. It's a result of really how surgery works, in that you can't go in ambivalent in surgery. You have to be very directed in terms of your goal. It's almost like going to war. You have to have a strategic plan. You have to know that if things don't go exactly as planned, what your option B, C, and D are, how you're going to get out of it, and how you're going to fix the problem. You always have to have the end in sight. That you have to be very directly minded, or you're never going to get surgery done. You're never going to do it efficiently, and you're not going to do well by your patients. So it seems ironic, but when you start seeing surgery and doing surgeries, you'll realize that that's really the tactic you need to be effective in the operating room.